Hello everyone, this is Lord Dragon Eye again at ya. We just started ripping up the track on the last module here. As you can see, here's all the track. I've decided to rebuild the layout. It's not what I'm looking for anymore. That, and there's just too many problems with this idea. What I'm having trouble with is the switches are over joining sections of the modules, and that's causing problems with derailments. And I've got a lot of, like, the same problem as with the last time basically. It's just, so anyway, I'm scraping up all the glue, and this is why I use wood glue. Makes for a clean cleanup. I mean, look at this. Literally almost no mess. All I gotta do is just take the scraper and it pretty much lifts up. And look at this, it's just, and when this dries you can just sweep it up into a pile, and that's all from the main line and ballast basically. That's it, that used to be all here if you remember. Now it's all gone. And the good thing about this is you can reuse the foam as long as it's not too badly damaged. That was the ingenious reason why I went with wood glue and did it this method, is in case at any point in time I ever wanted to change the track layout, I could do it with ease without worrying about such a big mess. That's one problem I find, with a lot of layouts is you glue it down to the wood, and then when you go to change the track layout, you got to go and basically scrape the wood down and sand it all off. And it's really hard to change anything. This way here with the foam, especially with this technique, it's a lot easier to clean up, and you pretty much have a clean slate when you start. I mean, this used to be all main line, but now it's down to the bare foam, and there's a few cuts and nicks in the foam, but foam's waterproof. And that's the track that used to be there. Now, I'm going to take up the end scale too, and I'm going to fill in where the river was supposed to be. I'm just going to put a sheet of cardboard over top of it and glue that down. Actually, I might just and what I'm thinking of doing, I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm going to take this module, and I think I might just remove this module for a while. But yeah, I'm thinking about rebuilding most of the layout. I kind of want to extend my yard a little bit. The problem with that, like, I've got a few problems with this thing that are just, for one, the loop back. I've got places that are just bad connections. I'm wondering if it would have been simpler what I do. I mean, I've got a lot of space here to work with. I've got that whole other corner, and I moved everything around in here. What I'm thinking of doing is making kind of an L shape, or a sort of a quarter circle or something, and have the layout kind of go around and then sort of loop back to the end of the table there. Like, that's where this module would probably set sideways, and then have like a narrow stretch to come into the main module here. At least that's the idea. But other than that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But for now, this module is going to be stripped down to pretty much nothing. It was all ready to begin with, but all I had to do is remove the hills and stuff. Take up the old telegraph poles before the rest of them get all busted up, which, well, only 2 are any good. The problem with telegraph poles is, you know, they get busted. Like this one here has lost its arms. The end scale is not working very well. Don't know why. So I need to come up with a plan that can put the end scale, the main line, all into one. So if anybody has any ideas for plans, any track plans, you know, let me know, or, you know, be creative. Feel free to share your ideas if you guys have any ideas that you think would be good for this, or any track plans that, you know, that would be pretty neat. If you need measurements for the room, I can give you them. Like, that's not a problem. You know, just leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. Anyway, folks, I've got to get ready for work here in a little bit. So this video is not going to be too long. Man, what a waste of money in this ballast when you think about ripping it up a few months after you put it all down. Actually, I think I'm going to keep that and reuse this some of this stuff. So I want to try to save as much of this ballasted track as possible. That's why I'm using the scraper rather than just pulling it up. So that way I can I don't think it matters at this point. But the end scale I never really ran too much, and you really can't with an HO layout. I do got some end scale locomotives. I'm getting all dirty. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, this section of track needs to come up too. Sometimes it's easier just to go right at the edges and it pulls up. Just gradually lift it up slowly. And that's it. Pretty simple. Like I said, a very clean pull up. There's not much damage to the track and it's still usable. Just some soap and water, clean that up. And you'd never even know it was ever used. Now I think this section, I can just leave it and lay some gravel down over there and just hide that. So you wouldn't even know it was ever anything there. Yeah, see, and decided to pull up the main line. The end of the Eastern Valley sub. Well, not really. I think I'm going to do more of a DAR theme because I've got a lot of Dominion Atlantic stuff now and Canadian Pacific and CN. So I think I'm going to do more of an actual realistic thing rather than this whole fictional stuff, because this is pretty good in that, but yeah. The problem is I like to have a ton of track going everywhere. As you can see, there's a whole... But having the really steep grade on a layout like this, it's just not very functional. Like, the layout is a good idea, but realistically, this layout is... It's okay for kids. This is okay for, you know, your first layout or something like that. But if you want to get more into something. I'm going to end up destroying that piece of track because it's down on there good. If you want to get into something more bigger, then yeah, this design is not the best. It's a good design for a small apartment, but you know, or taking it to a few shows. But it's not a design I'd recommend building as something as a permanent scale. I mean, it's just, it's wide, it's big, it's awkward. The modules are easy to come apart, and by all means, it's very movable. But see, the thing is, I'm going to take these two modules here and turn them around, and then take the two end modules, or the small 2-foot by a 4-foot module, and stick it between two of these modules here, and then have the L thing on the other side. But anyway, folks, that's it for today. I don't have a whole lot more time because I got to get ready for work shortly. Anyway, yeah, that's the idea. So if you have any suggestions or ideas or track plans that would be a DAR in general or CN, then let me know. Leave a comment. You guys know what I'm running for rolling stock and locomotives. I've got mostly CN and Canadian Pacific, you know, switchers. I got Dominion Atlantic. Well, you guys know what I've got. So, yeah, try to stick with that stuff. So anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it's kind of sad to see it come apart, but it's got to come apart. It's, you know, it was a fun little layout, but you know, it was good for the other place, but it's not working for this place. So it worked well in the other spot, but it doesn't work in this spot. I need something that's going to function, and this isn't functioning. It's just making me feel cluttered in here is what the only thing is. The other location, the other apartment, it was good because, you know, or this would be good for like in a basement, but in an apartment like this, it's not really a functioning layout that's very good, so I need to change the design of it. So anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new, you know, hope you stick around and continue watching. I thank everybody for subscribing and all the new subscribers. And until next time, take care, be well, and we'll see you in the next video. Later, folks. Bye.